Hey everyone, welcome to Last Call Garage, episode 18, our Christmas special. I'm Samir.
And I'm Wayne.
I'm Aaron.
Ed.
Calvin.
Dennis.
Yeah, we got a lot of people in here tonight. I thought we'd make it a little bit special this year. Before we jump into everything, how was everyone's week?
It's been a very fast week.
Very fast.
Wait, it was like a 4-day work week at most, right? 3-day.
3-day work week for me.
Yeah,
Like
for
flew
me.
by pretty fast.
and a 5-day week.
No breaks in cybersecurity. Full week for me.
Oh damn. Yeah, it went by relatively fast for me. It was nice. I mean, the holidays are always nice, right? You know,
Yeah.
Except if you're working in like retail, then the holidays are.
Retail and apparently
Yeah.
cybersecurity.
Sucks.
How do you like it, Ed? Working retail over Christmas?
I mean, I don't have to deal with customers, so I'm chilling.
Yeah, you just do stocking stuff, right?
Warehouse. I just make sure the store runs properly.
How's it feel to be real life Santa Claus?
I made the gifts, bruh. Because they all say made in China.
That's accurate.
Very.
So, did you guys enjoy your Christmases?
It was chill. Well, it had to be chill this year, right? No parties of sorts. Just
True.
at home with the folks.
Yeah.
You
that's
guys
what
do
I
a lot
was
of Zoom calls to family members.
No.
No.
Just a phone call.
FaceTiming.
Mm.
Yeah.
FaceTime, yeah. FaceTime, definitely.
Yeah.
We got Apple gang out here.
Oh, before I forget, if you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple, you can watch the video version on YouTube since we're all on Zoom. We do upload these videos to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
We have a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah.
There's like 4 episodes on it already.
Yeah, and you know, if you're more into binging the videos, then there you go.
Yep.
Or need something to fall asleep to.
Yeah.
Or that.
And
Just have it on replay.
My Christmas was nice. I mean, like Jamil and Aaron, not that Aaron came over for Christmas or anything, but Jamil, they got home from work at like 7:30 on Christmas Eve.
Damn.
And
Yeah.
my family mainly celebrates on Christmas Eve. We don't really celebrate on Christmas Day. So
Same.
we were just sitting around waiting for him to show up.
Oof.
Yeah, there was
I
a
did-
turkey waiting for me. And
Ooh, that's nice.
it was done at 3 p.m. and my folks were waiting for me.
Oh,
I told them I'll try to get off, earlier. Maybe I'll be there at 5 or something, and then
He got off later than normal.
later than normal. Yep, 7:30.
That's rough.
damn. Who's the Grinch
Yeah.
at work?
No, I just finishing up a
Customers.
customer car.
7 o'clock. Jesus.
I got up at 3, started drinking, cooked for the family, then played mahjong until like 4 in the morning.
You
That
guys
sounds
been
cool.
really into mahjong lately, huh?
Yeah.
How much money do you win?
Lost a couple. Lost to my dad a lot.
Who taught you how to play Mahjong?
My parents.
Cool.
Yeah. They taught me the proper way.
What
Because
does that mean?
there's also a Filipino way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we play the Chinese way with the dragons and the flowers.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
It's real
Aaron,
fun.
do you have any nightmares because of your turkey again?
Nope, not that night. I don't know what it was about that the Thanksgiving turkey, but this one was fine.
You didn't eat enough, bro.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
It's probably
Yeah.
because you didn't eat it right out of the oven. You let it sit for a little bit.
All the nightmares
Oh,
just went away.
I found
Yeah.
out how much turkey you have to eat to get the tryptophan to take effect.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 4.5 pounds.
What?
Jesus.
Who's eating 4.5 pounds of turkey?
I don't know, but I googled it. I didn't actually try.
I think the human stomach can only fit like 7 pounds or something like that.
Oh
It's
my
crazy.
It's halfway there, right? More than half.
And you need water because turkey's usually a little bit
Yeah.
more dry. Or gravy.
was
as
dry.
well.
Hot
Yeah,
sauce.
some gravy, you know.
Definitely gravy.
So,
Oh, yeah, we gotta eat.
Pounds.
what's everyone drinking tonight?
I'm having some 805.
Some blue moons here.
Blue Moons?
I'm just
Got a bunch
drinking.
of red wine, so hitting up some red wines.
Fancy.
We're getting.
Damn.
You'll fall asleep in like 20 minutes.
Right?
I'm drinking aminos out of all things.
Why, you drunk or something? What's going on?
No, I had Moscato earlier and it was too sweet. And so I'm like sugared out.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Had
the
some wine
hangover
earlier.
though.
What's that?
I had some wine earlier and now I have a huge headache.
So does that to you, dog?
I'm just drinking a Corona because, I mean, if anything can cure a headache, it's Corona, right?
Right.
It'll cure upset
true.
stomach.
Say it'll
Drink
cure
lime
upset
water.
stomach.
Yeah, beer's good for your digestive system.
I didn't know that. That explains why I
Is it
touched
really?
such good dumps after drinking beer.
What makes it? Is it the wheat,
The hops?
the hops, the barley?
Is it really good for your stomach?
Yeah, hops are good for you.
So you're saying if I'm ever constipated, I should just drink a beer?
I don't know about constipated, but like if you're having like
You need fiber, bro.
yeah, that's what you need.
Just scale it up on the intensity of your constipation, right? You just get like incredibly hammered.
And then you get super gassy.
I think at that point you just forget that you're constipated. You're so
you
Shit
drunk.
your pants. Shit your pants. On
You guys ever see that video
you.
that was going around for a few weeks of that lady that was helping a constipated elephant?
Oh yeah.
You gotta link it. I
Wearing-
gotta see that.
I'm searching it
dude.
up right now.
They were wearing like the worst PPE ever too. Like it's just like a.
She was wearing like a
plastic
poncho. Yeah,
Yeah, a plastic poncho.
it was terrible. She like
no
pulled this
gloves.
giant piece of shit out of this elephant and it got blasted.
God, exploded in her face. Oh my lord.
You should find it.
There's a link.
Like the.
I'm just gonna show my screen.
You know what's funny is that happens with prickly pear. There's a fruit on the cactus, right?
Yeah.
Nopal.
The red one?
Yeah, the prickly
Oh.
pears. If you have too many or too much of prickly pears, they basically clog you up. And there's like a story in my town. This guy went to the doctor because he couldn't poop. As he's checking his ass, just fucking exploded.
Oh.
Oh.
Dude, that just sounds painful.
Yeah, dude, all the fucking seeds and everything.
Oh god,
Ooh,
got a missile.
Jesus.
Full
Just
gauge
shrapnel
shotgun to the
everywhere.
face.
It'll just set off a claymore.
Like that one guy that's trying to clean off a whale carcass and he pokes it and it blows up.
Oh yeah, I seen
Oh,
that one.
God.
That was- Oh. There's also a video from like the 80s. There's a whale carcass and they did and on the beach and they didn't know how to get rid of it. So they blew it up with dynamite and it rained,
Oh, damn.
rained whale carcass everywhere.
That's-
That thing was
The worst idea.
I was in California, I think. It was
I
like
think so, yeah.
up on the coast somewhere
Oh,
up north.
God. So
Cool.
dumb.
Shared. I
It's-
posted the link inside the chat.
I'm gonna
It's
watch
just a
it.
red mist.
Watch it on your own
Yeah, it's
discretion.
You know,
Is it work friendly?
Is this the slow mo one too? Is it in slow mo?
Oh,
Yep, it's the slow mo one. Oh,
my God.
God.
I'm gonna turn to a GIF.
I remember back then they had the videos of the whales exploding in the streets.
Yeah.
You guys remember those?
oh yeah.
Wait, whales exploding in the streets? How'd you get a whale in the
Yeah.
street?
I
With
guess
a car.
with a car, I
Oh.
guess. On a truck.
A lot of ambition.
I guess
Yes.
all the
Oh,
gases
shit.
build up. All the
Yeah.
gases build up and just
Boom.
Yeah, dude, bloating's no joke.
It got in
It's
the
like a GTA.
eyes.
It's like a GTA mission. You took too long in the streets and you didn't make it.
Oh God, this just reminds me of that Ace Ventura scene.
Oh, coming out of the rhino.
It's not even doo-doo coming out. It's just like
Just water.
brown water. That's
It's
all
like
it is.
it's like grass, dude.
All they eat is grass, right? So it's a bunch of fiber just flying at your face.
Yeah, the basic
much
question: how do they get blocked up with fiber?
Yeah, too much.
You can't
fiber.
get blocked up with fiber.
That's a big butt plug.
Oh,
Your parents tell you to eat fiber so that you shit properly, but look at the elephant.
It's like what do they say? Like you gotta drink more water, but drinking too much water can kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're on the case where people usually don't drink enough water.
well, do you drown if you drink too much water?
Yeah, you get water poisoning.
What the fuck?
Water poisoning. That's amazing that's called that. Makes you question if we never drank water, would we die? It's the dumbest logic.
Also, that
Oh
theory
my
of, like,
God.
Yeah, I saw it and I'm like, I'm not trying to see it again.
No, I don't know why, but that compelled me to look up what the smallest amount of water someone has drowned in, and it's 2 inches. according
What?
to a water safety,
Jesus.
it's like people,
yeah, like if you're facing down, right?
kids can drown in 2 inches of water.
Oh yeah, babies. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cheating though. That's like small person, small water.
Small person, small one.
You just minimize the window on an adult human is what you called a kid.
It's
They
the
don't know how
Anakin
to roll.
Skywalker of waters.
Oh, I found a Reddit thread. This is gonna
About
be
drowning?
factual.
So water intoxication can be life-threatening,
Oh, really?
and it is most common among soldiers in training, endurance athletes, and people with schizophrenia.
Oh, because they chug water after they train.
No, it's because they get waterboarded.
True. True.
No, they just drink too much water during training. I guess when you drink too much water, your sodium levels,
Drop.
blood sodium levels are too low.
What if you drink salt water?
Just
Like
straight from
Gatorade,
the
just
source.
chug Gatorade.
You
No, I
get
think
dehydrated,
Samir
right?
meant like the beach. You're going to the beach and you're like, oh, here we go.
It sounds like if you're ever drowning at the beach, just start drinking the water.
Just for balance.
Hey, did you guys ever watch Beer Fest?
No.
No.
One of the dudes fell into like a big, like, 1,000-gallon container of beer. And then,
1,000 gallon.
yeah, he dropped in there. He's like, "Fuck it." He just starts drinking it to get out, and he
Wow.
drowned. And he drowned.
That's a good way to go though.
Yeah.
So it's basically how much water is too much. So your kidneys can only get rid of 1 liter per hour.
Of
So if
alcohol.
you drink more than a liter an hour,
Alcohol's different.
yeah, if you drink more than a liter an hour, your kidneys are having a hard time keeping up. So I guess that's how it kills you.
Damn.
Yeah, pump those
Yeah,
numbers up.
kidneys of older adults and children tend to be less effective.
So our friend only has half a kidney. How much water do you think?
Half
he
of
needs?
one kidney.
Yeah, half of one. So divide
Wait, you
that
have-
by 4.
We have 2 though, right?
What? Yeah,
Yeah.
you're supposed to have 2. Yeah, but he has half.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
he
you
has
only-
half of one. So
He lost
donated?
1 kidney in an
Yep.
accident, and then
Oh.
the other kidney started like acting up, and so they were only able to save half of it.
So he's like a one-shot wonder then.
What do you
Or
mean by
maybe
that?
one shot
What
is a
does
bit too
that
much.
mean?
Like a shot and he's good? Like he's drunk
Yeah.
already? Oh,
Yeah,
I
He
see.
did it
Something
once and he
about-
got pregnant.
No, he
They
doesn't
were
get drunk faster. He just can't.
No, that's your liver, dude.
Oh wait, no, that's your kidney
Uh,
to
he-
process it. Never mind.
He refuses to drink alcohol. I mean, his
Also-
doctors warned him to not drink too much, so he just doesn't drink at all.
Yeah, I
mean,
wouldn't either. Well, that's
He
a lie.
wouldn't be able to eat like sauerkraut or pickles either, right?
Does that have
Wait,
to do with
really?
kidney?
Oh, because of the vinegar.
Yeah, the vinegar is really bad for people with kidney issues.
Huh. I did not know that.
I
Can't
think
have pickles.
because my mom's the same way. I think she has a kidney problem.
Interesting.
My dad has a liver problem, and I've never seen someone hold their alcohol better than him.
Maybe
well-
that's why he got the liver problem.
He's
Where
got cheat codes.
livers are meant to regenerate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not unless you get cirrhosis, right?
This
Yeah.
so
All right. So what do you
Not
guys
a
get
one
for
I
Christmas?
agree.
I'm trying to type in sauerkraut. I totally forgot how to spell it. spell it.
Christmas?
For Christmas?
Well, I got some center caps for Christmas.
You bought yourself some.
Yes, nice.
Yeah. We don't really give Christmas gifts to my family, so
Like you live here.
yeah, but
That's not typical.
Never-
Not typical.
never really
Asian
did
parent.
Christmas gifts. Yeah.
Yeah, we're good, wholesome Muslims, so we celebrate Christmas.
Great.
Yeah, my
Wholesome.
sister bought me a starter aquarium kit because I
Oh,
mentioned to her
nice.
in passing when I moved into her room while she moved out. I mentioned to her that I had more room, so I was thinking about starting an aquarium again because I used to have fish when I was younger. I never mentioned it again. I never even looked into having an aquarium. And I open up a gift, and I like open a box, and I just start reading aquarium filter, and I was like, "Did you get me an aquarium pump?" And she was like, "No." And I pulled out the whole box, and it was just like a whole starter kit. I was like, "What the
Nice.
fuck?"
You could make that
Damn.
into a terrarium.
Yeah, I'm gonna have an aquarium now. I started looking at the fish and everything already.
Dude,
I already know what kind of fish
wanna
I'm gonna
start
get.
one.
Yeah,
Hey, Sam, you want to
gourami
start
dog.
aquarium together?
Yeah, Wayne, if you want to buy the same one I have, it's $30.
She get gourami or a flower horn.
You should buy tilapia.
Yeah, okay, I have a 3-gallon.
Season it and then cook it.
It's a 3-gallon tank. I don't think I'm getting any of those, dog.
Gourami's pretty small. It's like this big.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's pretty big.
There's a 1.5 gallon tank.
You can't have anything in there. Don't do that. That's like a quarantine tank.
That you could have like 5 shrimp.
That's like a single rainbow fish forever.
Forever. That's a single goldfish from the fair.
Goldfish will get fat though.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I'll probably get like a 5-gallon tank then.
Was your
Pretty
fish
cool.
Ed? Was it a goldfish? Ed had a huge fucking fish, and it was old.
It was-
Oh yeah, it was an
I think I've
angelfish.
seen it
native-
before.
It was an angelfish native to my country. So yeah.
Yeah, and it was in like maybe the bowl was maybe like the size of 2 or 3 mason jars. I don't know how you guys kept that thing alive in there.
Oh no, that's one of those fighting fish. I had another one. It's a 5-gallon tank. Also, I had a 20-gallon tank that had a turtle in.
Nice.
And then it got too big, so I released it in my backyard where there's a pond, which is the golf course.
That's kind of cute, actually.
Does it come
Yeah,
back and visit every now and then?
No, I see him sunbathing sometimes. But that's cool. We named
Living
him
life
Patrick.
Patrick.
now.
He did escape one night though when I was a kid.
He escaped?
Yeah, he got out of the water was too high, so he got out of the tank.
Finding Nemo
Fell
is
down-
real?
No, he like he fell. Yeah, with turtles though. He dropped like 3 feet and like crawled away on the carpet, and I was like, "What the fuck's that noise?"
You heard it?
Yeah.
It was like it's a small roar.
Oh, it just you see all you hear is a Wilhelm scream. Just,
What was he saying?
yeah, I heard him hit the table, then hit the fucking ground,
Damn.
Yeesh.
and he landed right side up. I'm like, wow. He was
They're
hella
like
far
cats. They
too.
always land on their feet.
Except when they roll over.
Nah, yeah, I wonder if my turtles are alive.
I'm wearing one of my gifts,
Yeah, you got
a Star Wars
lightsaber.
onesie.
That thing's tight, bro.
It's tight.
Yeah, dude, I haven't taken it off at all.
You wearing
That's
anything
2 days.
Yeah, I wore it
What are you-
yesterday.
What are you wearing underneath it?
You want to see a pickle? It's a weird looking pickle. No, I switched boxers.
Hold on. Hold on.
I'm wearing a shirt underneath. So
Is it hella warm?
Just the shirt, nothing else.
Just a
fucking dangling.
Does your
commando, dude.
does your onesie have a shit flap?
No,
No.
it's a true onesie.
Hey, bro, this is a Red Dead Redemption, bro. What the fuck?
A little flap in the back.
Yeah, dude. Those are called Johns, right?
Long Johns.
Long Johns. Yep.
Like silver?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, fishermen wear those too.
Long John Silver's.
So I got that, and then my brother gave me a pressure washer, which I'm pretty excited about. Getting
Oh,
all the
that's sick.
fittings,
Nice.
That was cool.
getting all the fittings for it. I got an Apple Watch too, which I'm pretty
What?
stoked about.
Damn,
Yeah.
look at you.
Y'all go out for Christmas.
I have some socks that I'm wearing right now too. So it was a cool Christmas.
Nice.
That's tight.
Don't you mean warm Christmas?
You know, this thing isn't like particularly warm. It's comfy.
Uh,
It's like a very soft material.
so you slept in it last night?
Yep.
Yeah, I can't sleep in
All covered
long
up.
sleeve. Yeah, long sleeve, long pants. I can't do that. I still sleep with my fan on.
What about you, Dennis? Did your kids get you anything for Christmas?
My daughter made me a key holder for my key fob for my car.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's really sweet.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
Was
She
it like
made
made
it?
out of wood?
Did she make it out of metal? Is she a welder?
She took her toy and basically broke the
She's
keychain
a welder.
holder. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. But here you go, Dad. Like, thanks.
Is there enough key hangers?
Yeah. Gotta
Yeah.
get some more.
I could use some more.
Calvin, what'd you get?
HREs and
What the
a really cool book.
This dude.
Dude, who's your friends? I need to be friends. with your
Casually, yeah, I
friends.
got $2,500 wheels.
No,
yeah.
no, 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 I just bought it myself. But
Wait, you bought those for yourself or this was a gift, man?
it was an authorization from the wife to buy it. That's the Christmas present.
That's good enough.
No, I mean it was a really good deal. Though. It was like $1,100. So
What?
What?
Yep.
3-piece?
no, just FFO1
Oh, okay.
full farm.
Oh, okay.
Wow, they're flow form though still.
But still, though, $1,100 is cheap.
I actually like the way those wheels look better than the ones that I have now, kind of. I mean, I
Fuck,
like the ones
you
I have
just
now.
trade 'em. You should just trade them.
Trade them back because I had them before.
Shoot them an email, see what they say.
Right. Yeah, I actually got authorization to maybe get an exhaust for the car, so
Yeah.
How it works. That's what we get for Christmas. Just authorizing.
Yeah. The Christmas present is a permission slip.
Yeah.
yeah. So this company in Taiwan, they just came out with a exhaust for my car, and I was like, oh, they're in Taiwan. Let me see if I can get a deal. So I was like, all right, let me have my wife negotiate a little bit and see what's up because they can speak natively with each other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what happened. I mean, he took off like $1,000 something, but
What?
That's a
Yeah.
great deal.
Hey, we
And
gotta start
then-
buying stuff from Taiwan, bro.
right? and then my wife does this stupid thing where she asks her cousin, she goes, hey, what do you think about this exhaust? And then the cousin goes, well, yeah, apparently he's like a car salesman in Taiwan or whatever, right? And he goes, well, the RS5 is fast enough. He only needs it if it's loud. And I'm like, why you say that?
Don't say that.
Why you got a clock block, bro?
No. You know, you're a car guy. I mean, I assume he's a car guy too, right? He should know like the code.
The code.
It's like
Car
shut
guy
up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
Be like, yeah, it's awesome.
Car guy
It's a
code.
great deal, right? That's all you gotta say.
Cock
He
block you,
basically said
man.
there's no gains, no performance gains, and we all know that, right? So.
Damn.
They all say that, and once you get a tune, it's way better.
Yeah,
it's
so she's
true.
got to authorize the tune now too.
Right. We gotta authorize it. But yeah, we'll see what's up with that exhaust. It's supposed to be it makes F1 sounding exhaust. It's
Nice.
the catchphrase for their car. So for their exhaust, we'll see.
Is it equal length headers?
It's kind of like a V12. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Look at it, be like, what is that? We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it has like a OB2 connector. It connects to your phone, so it's kind of like a data logger. Plus, it can control the valves.
wow.
For the exhaust,
Wow.
Crazy.
Some high tech.
Technology nowadays.
right?
Bro.
Do you think cars are going to come out with 2 OBD2 connectors?
To be
Just
helpful,
because-
right?
Tight.
Because
Like
like
so many things that plug into it nowadays.
yeah, like on my head unit plugs into my OBD, and then if someone were to get a P3 gauge, and then suddenly I get an exhaust, where I can control the valves with OBD. Like I only got one.
Yeah.
Do Teslas have OBD2s? No, right?
That's actually a good question.
Because like all the diagnostics is all on its own tablet, right? All in the center console.
Yeah, and they don't have to be
Yeah.
smart or anything.
The
so there's no
OBD2 is a USB plug.
USB-C.
Type C, bro.
Oh, they do. Yeah. I have a standard OBD2 port under the dash.
No shit. For what?
I thought I could do that Bluetooth wise.
Because it's more like firmware updates. I mean, if you need firmware updates, why don't you just, wirelessly?
Yeah,
update
but they can do firmware updates over the air.
Oh,
right.
it's
What's the
it's
point of
required by
OBD2?
law.
Yeah, OBD2.
It doesn't do anything. Yeah, it just connects to power and ground.
hazard button.
It's just a connector and that's
That's
it.
just stupid.
It's not wired into anything.
But I don't think I think they're gonna get out of it.
It's just like a giant, just a connector that goes. If you get behind it, it goes into a USB. That's plugged into.
It's a quick disconnect. It's a fitting, is what it is.
It's a fitting.
Because if you think about it, like all the new cars are going to be digital, right? Electric, and we're not going to need OBD2s for diagnostics on engines
Yeah,
and random stuff anymore.
that's a good point. It's a whole-
Yeah, I mean, like Tesla still have like differentials, right? Just to power.
Yeah, but I
Right.
feel like the software that's in it would be able to tell you if there's a fault rather than having to get into it.
It's true.
Yeah.
But what if like who has authorization? Because if you were a shop that was trying to work on a Tesla, like you'd require a special tool to access it. I imagine, right? Because it's
That would
probably
that would avoid the
proprietary.
warranty, right?
Right. I mean,
Yeah,
that's why
but
they have authorized Tesla body shops too for any repairs. Like you can't just
Yeah.
go to a random shop either.
hmm
So I'm sure it's the same thing.
Sounds like I
Yeah,
don't
the
want
repair shops and body shops have to be like certified from Tesla, because the end users can never buy like Tesla parts. They're just
Wow.
not available to the general public.
Unless it's aftermarket.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can get like a Tesla fender or something.
What does the aftermarket look like for Tesla?
Warsteiners.
It's a bunch of like carbon fiber lip kits.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sure
Air
they
suspension.
have like, suspension and like
Mhm.
wheels, brakes.
Coilovers.
That's pretty much it, really.
You got stage 2 for that or what?
A second battery.
It plugs into your OBD port.
Oh yeah.
It's a Duracell battery.
It runs on all the rechargeable home appliances.
I'm gonna redo my Tesla liner with just AA batteries.
It runs on a bunch of 18-volt Makita batteries.
Just dangling.
Speaking of batteries, today I went to Valley Fair to check out the Lucid Air. I thought it was an interesting car. Different from the Tesla, right? So
Like it?
I mean, when I looked at it, I didn't feel like I must have it, but it wasn't necessarily something I would cross off my list either.
It's supposed to be like the fastest car ever with the new production coming in, right? So
Yeah. So the guy was telling me that the pre-orders, the people will get them in April, and then they're going to go into like regular delivery probably in the summertime. So it's really right around the corner. These things are built in Arizona. They started in like 2000 something, and they were always a battery company. So it was really interesting to hear how they transitioned to a car company. So
Because they're also headquartered in the Bay Area too. They're actually in Newark.
Newark, yeah.
Yeah.
And
What's it called?
Lucid.
Lucid.
yeah, Lucid Motors.
Lucid.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got a buddy that works there.
Nice.
Yeah.
it's right off of Paseo Padre and UNC Boulevard, I think. It's like right in that complex down there, that area.
Yeah. These things start at 69. It's not bad.
Nice.
Oh, that's after the tax credit though.
And it's going to be quite a while from now when you can get the affordable one, right? They're
Yeah.
going to always start with the you know, power performance leading one.
Yeah.
It's going to be like 200 grand or something. What do they advertise it for, Dennis? I'm sure they talked about it when you were there.
I think it was like $150, like pretty
Oof.
much. Yeah, so it's gonna be expensive for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
That looks like a Celica.
The thing that I don't understand, it's not even that I don't understand, it's just that I can't wrap my mind around it, is that these things, like the production ones, they just look like a render to me. They don't even look like real cars.
Have you guys seen them on the road?
No.
I have.
Oh,
I've seen a couple on the road.
They've been
looks
prototyping for a
hella
long
nice.
time.
Yeah.
I think I've seen them on the road in the last 5 years already. I've seen them driving around Palo Alto and also in like Menlo Park area, and then of course in Newark. But they were, always camoed and just running prototypes back and forth. I'm sure doing a lot of testing before they can actually produce the vehicle, right?
Yeah.
So
bruh, I read max power 1080p, not HP. I was like, no HD, bro. What the hell?
what'd you think of the interior, Dennis? Did you get to see the inside?
Looks nice.
Yeah. I saw the inside. I mean, we couldn't sit inside because of the COVID stuff, but
Right.
it looked pretty nice. I like I don't know. I like that style. So the interior was basically modeled after 3 areas in California. So the Mojave Desert was one. I believe it was Santa Cruz, and I forgot the other one. But it basically the designers went to that place at a given time throughout the day, and pretty much they used that as the schemes for their colors for their interior.
It was like
Okay,
the
Mojave.
tones
Yeah.
and the color choices they use on the materials, right?
Yeah. So it's like your traditional like sand color, like a tan color, and then a darker color like a black, and then of
And then
course
there's wood grain in it, right?
Yeah. There's a wood grain that looked pretty.
Yeah.
Looked pretty good for sure.
What'd you think of the rear seats, how it blends into like the back panels where it looks like it's like stadium seating, but it's not? What do you think about that? Like, do you think it was pretty cool?
Yeah, I didn't really notice that part, to be honest. What I noticed that caught my attention was, how like even like the RS5 has the, it's kind of bulky in the middle and it has the axle that goes through it, right?
Yep.
Well, it doesn't have it, right? So it's just flat. So it had a lot of leg room. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this doesn't represent it, what I'm doing with my hands, but it looked like it was like a good 30 inches of leg room, and that's a lot for a car.
Oh yeah, because it's doesn't have a drive axle, right? It's
Right.
4 hub motors and battery pack. So
Yeah, I think what he said was it's 2 motors. I could be wrong, but it was a front and back. So it's a dual motor. Yeah, dual motor.
so they're not using hub motors anymore, I guess.
I guess not. And the
That's
battery
cool.
pack was different because you can see it. It was literally, if I had to compare it, it was probably like like Costco toilet paper, like one of those big ass rolls. That's how big. That's how big the battery was. I mean, which is not that big, right? When it comes to the car. So
I mean, there's a lot of cargo space in that thing because there's no motor and the rear is flat. Same with the trunk too. I think they were showing a demo earlier in the year of how the trunk works, and there's like 3 different layers to just the trunk capacity. So the normal storage on the top. Then you open that up and there's like an under tray, but on both sides it also goes way down. So it's like 3 different areas of the trunk layout. It's kind of crazy.
So I'm on their website and there's like 4 different Lucid
Yeah.
Airs.
On their
Bro,
website
the
too,
dream-
they got that Dream Edition.
Bro,
Yeah, there's
169?
Air Pure,
Fuck.
which
Yeah.
is 480 horsepower. and an Air Tour, which is 620 horsepower, Air Grand Tour is 800 horsepower, and then Air Dream Edition, which is 1,080
Jesus.
horsepower.
The Dream would be the one that comes out first, right? And then
Yeah.
they're going to work their way towards the Air where everyone can afford it. That's the same thing that Tesla did, right? So
Yeah.
Now, if you go on their website and you build their car, you know how like most manufacturers have like a build your car kind of thing.
Yeah.
At least this is kind of fucking sick.
It is kind of
This
sick,
thing's
right?
tight.
I've been here for like 5 minutes, just like looking around the car.
they have a really good website layout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what will you pick though? Would you guys pick like a Tesla or a Lucid car?
Neither.
Oh.
You messed up,
I go
bro.
for a Fisker, bro.
Fisher? Yes.
or like a Porsche Taycan.
I would go for the Taycan Turbo S or the e-tron GT, the RS.
GT, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Can you really call it a Turbo S if it's
No.
electric?
No.
But it's just staying in line with like their history, right? So
Yeah.
I go with that new Honda hatchback, bro.
New Honda
All
hatchback.
electric. The electric one. That looks like a fucking EF.
Oh, that the one with the round headlights.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Is
remember
that being
the
made?
name.
Yes.
Dude, this rendering makes it look like a Mark II.
Yeah, they look pretty good.
Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's
the
tight.
range of those are so small though. It's like
It's like 167 miles.
not even. It's like 80 miles or something.
I really
No
like
way.
the name of it though. It's just the E.
The E.
It's not even a capital; it's a lowercase e. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it really does look like the old, was it CVCCs or whatever the fuck they were back then?
Mhm.
The old Civics, the CCTs.
Yeah, those things are cool. Yeah, I don't think I see myself owning an electric car for a long time.
Well, didn't Gavin Newsom sign that thing? All new cars after 2025?
Yeah,
Will
but
be
that's
electric?
all cars being sold
Yeah.
on a lot.
Okay.
You
can
can't
still
really
buy
force you
secondhand
to
gas
buy it, right? I mean, if you can't afford it,
Yeah, no, they're not gonna force you. I mean, it's just not.
yeah.
Shit, if they're gonna
Oh,
give
boy.
me one,
Car
I'll
anymore. You have to buy a used car.
Yeah.
But then you can. I'm sure you can also buy a car from like another state at that.
Nevada.
Yeah,
Unless
it's like
other states
the,
have to follow
like the new
the same
Camaros.
law and rule.
Yeah.
You guys have seen the ID4, Volkswagen's electric vehicle?
Yeah,
Yep.
I like that thing.
Yeah, I do too.
Looks nice.
But I'm waiting for the
MPG.
Buzz ID.
Yes.
I think the ID4 is nice, but there's some like little design cues I don't really care for on it.
Hmm.
Like the rear end, I'm not huge into that. It kind of just reminds me of like a Jeep or something.
The size of a Golf, right?
I think so. Maybe like a Tiguan at the most.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. The
I think it looks
resemblance.
massive though.
Electric vehicles.
Did they ever release the ID3? I think the ID3 is smaller, right?
I think they're starting off with the ID4.
Because
ID3 though, I like that a lot.
I think
That's a
that,
golf one.
that's just golf size, right?
Yeah,
I think I like
Yeah.
that more.
yeah, it looks cool.
No, I'd get an ID Buzz.
Well, that's cheating though. I mean, everyone wants an ID Buzz, right? He's
That's
like,
what
yeah,
should be though.
I'd take an IDR instead. This is fucking cheating.
Okay, everybody just gets the Taycan.
Yeah.
I
It
think that
does
look
look
nice.
good. I won't deny that.
Yeah, it does.
Taycans are nice.
Which one was the RS GT in? What movie was that? They showed it.
It was Marvel
Avengers.
Avengers, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It looked pretty good. Actually, it
That was the concept too. So it wasn't like the full production one, but close enough.
Yeah, they've always had that thing with Iron Man, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Since the R8.
Yeah, you drove that first e-tron R8. Like
And
this.
I think the concept car actually looks better than the production.
Really?
I mean, most of the time they do.
Yeah, that's because they're not.
There's
They're not.
regulations and whatnot. Yeah, you can. So
Yeah. I don't know. I think electric cars, the design's getting there for me, but it's not quite there yet.
I think some are dynamically better looking than others, electric cars. But it
Yeah.
also depends on the brand that they're getting designed from. Because I feel like traditional car makers who make electric cars, they're gonna have cars that look a lot more similar to their existing fleet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Versus you have brand new companies like Lucid, which designs a car like nothing that's on the road, which can be a good thing or a bad thing. Like for traditional car guys like us, when we look at a car like that, it's just like looks kind of plain. It's not really dynamic looking. But then someone else coming in from another with other interests might like it because it doesn't resemble a car, right? So
Yeah.
What do you guys feel about the Ford Mark E?
Oh God. That thing looks like a fucking dog that's sitting over to poop. Yeah, I don't know.
The only thing from a Mustang I can see is the taillights.
Which
I don't.
I
Yeah.
don't really care for.
I don't understand their thinking and just slapping the Mustang tag on that. I don't get it. I mean, if you look at the body lines, it does kind of resemble a Mustang, right?
Mhm. It's like a
That's just
lifted
been-
Mustang.
That's been shortened and heightened.
That's an American Mustang, very big and fat.
Yeah,
I want that 1400 horsepower one though.
I
the
don't understand.
designers were saying that it was supposed to like represent the new evolution of American performance. Because the one that we're getting, like the first edition now, the Mach-E is like the very, very base car, right? It's not even the GT.
Yeah,
No.
It performs really well for
doesn't
what
even
it
have a
is.
5.0.
Exactly. Someone's gonna do it though.
That's according to the leaders of battery acid.
Yeah, I don't understand why they went with this rather than just doing a pre-existing like an Expedition or even like how they did the ST.
Has Ford ever made a fully electric car before?
I don't think
Besides
so.
this one?
I don't think
C-Max.
so.
Oh, is that full?
Uh,
I thought it was part electric.
Oh, you're right. The Focus C-Max, yeah, the fully electric one. But that one just really looks like a traditional.
Looks like a Focus.
Yeah.
Focus wagon.
Right, and then they also have the Focus electric car,
Yeah.
but it's not really like a standalone individual model, right? So
Yeah. So I don't know.
so almost every major
still better looking than the
brand
Cybertruck.
has their own electric car. Almost.
Mercedes.
Fully electric is what you're saying, right?
Mercedes EQC.
They also
B-
made
Is it
they also made the
production?
all electric SLS, right? The lime green one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Mm.
forgot about that
Uh,
car.
Does
I don't
Dodge or
think
Chrysler
Lexus
make
really
one?
has one, right?
Lexus Toyota, so I was leaving at that.
Yeah. Sammy,
Does-
would you say?
What?
Does Dodge or Chrysler have one?
FCA does.
Who?
FCA.
Oh, okay, they do.
Yeah, because they have the 500E.
Yeah, but like, do they have one with a Chrysler or Dodge badge?
I don't think so.
I feel like they would
Pacifica, right?
easily make a Dart, couldn't they? Because it's based on the 500 platform, isn't it?
Isn't the Pacifica like electric?
Maybe.
I think so. Yeah.
Nah. All electric?
Yeah,
it's
they have the fully electric.
Pacifica.
Yeah.
Those things are pretty cool.
I'm seeing a lot of hybrids. Because
Cadillac also has one too. Cadillac ELR.
Oh, that was so ugly.
I think didn't sell well at all.
Cadillac ELR. I gotta look this up.
It's like a Chevy Volt, but Cadillac's version.
Oh God. Now I
Oh
need-
wait, but it has never mind, it has a gas electric engine.
Oh God, that's like a CTS coupe. Gross.
Have you guys seen the Polestar 1?
Yes,
Volvo?
that thing's
Yeah.
sick.
That thing's
Yeah.
tight. Oh, that thing is sick.
Those Polestar cars are really nice.
Also, Pulsar too.
But the Polestar 1 has an engine though. Has a 2-liter 4-cylinder.
Yeah.
So it's a hybrid.
And then they're
Charging the battery
branching
pack.
off to make Polestar like a standalone, right?
Hmm?
They're branching off to make Polestar a standalone. That's like not a tied to Volvo.
Oh really?
I think so.
that
I
I
think
did
that's
not
what
know.
Polestar 1 is.
That's their like electric brand, right?
Yeah.
But
There's
then
like the e-tron
it makes
hybrids.
sense because
or-
Volvo is owned by a Chinese company now. So
That makes replacement parts cheap.
direct
Oh,
from
Lexus
China.
Lexus does have one. Let's call it Lexus Direct 4.
Lexus
No.
Direct 4. Is it a graphics card?
Oh no,
driver?
it's a system. Yeah, so you kind of right.
Direct Ford Technologies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Toyota wants to go hydrogen. That's why.
With their Mirai.
I've seen
Mhm.
that too, yeah.
Well, they've been trying for a while. Didn't they make those RAV4 hybrids way back in the day? I mean,
Yeah.
hydrogen.
No.
You mean RAV4 electric cars, but that was built
Yeah.
by Tesla. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that was part of like the Numi plant deal.
I see.
Yeah. But the range isn't even that impressive with those.
Oh, Lexus UX 300.
UX 300.
It's kind of ugly.
That's only like foreign market too. It's a Chinese market
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
That's weird. I don't.
think American.
So is the limiting factor on electric cars the safety rating, or like what could possibly range?
That's always I think the number one thing for electric cars, right? Range.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, with Tesla and like Lucid now, you easily get like 400 to 500 miles.
but it's the infrastructure. So electric cars, people with electric cars, they get range anxiety. Meanwhile, people with gasoline powered cars, they just go to the gas station that's closest to them and they fuel up, right?
True.
Yeah, but wouldn't that make like other manufacturers like worried that other cars are getting like easily like 300 to 400 miles, and like their car only gets like 200?
For what? For the electric cars, you mean?
Yeah.
No.
But I
because-
mean, it's like Calvin was saying, it's easier to fuel up in a gas-powered car, So
That's
does it
true,
really-
yeah.
right? So they don't have that range anxiety because there's really no need for it. There's so much.
Mhm.
The infrastructure is there for, fossil fuels. Because sometimes, like Sammy, we went to a Disneyland and we were coming back. We are trying to find a diesel station, right?
Yeah.
And so you have to imagine there's a step for electric vehicle owners. Further than that, planning out where you're going to recharge if you're going on a road trip, and the fact that you have to do that versus someone who just gets up and goes, because there's going to be a gas station somewhere eventually, right? They just don't have.
I think
It's-
Tesla is building like a big enough network of electric power stations
Mhm.
that you can like I think in the settings, if you want to tell them that you're going like let's say here to Vegas, and it'll route you the route where all the electric stations are, so that you won't have to like feel scared that you're just gonna run out of battery.
Right,
But
but
they-
Tesla had to build that infrastructure, right? No other
Mm.
car
Yeah,
brand
yeah,
can
that's
use
also true.
that same infrastructure. So
I mean, even
Because right now it's only right before Grapevine, the supercharger. Going that way.
I don't know.
and then there's another factor too. It's how long does it take you to fill up your gas tank, right?
5 minutes,
Vers-
10 minutes
Versus even if you plan
45
out,
an hour.
right?
5 minutes.
Yeah, so it's not as convenient.
Mm.
Yeah, it's really not. I mean, remember everyone got their route planned when they were driving to what was it, like Washington or Oregon, and they all stopped at Weed or whatever, California, and it just piled up. There was literally
Yep.
like from the videos I saw like 50, 60 cars, each one waiting 15 minutes. I mean, that's
People
ridiculous.
were waiting like 2-3 hours to just plug in for
Yeah.
45 minutes, right? So and they had what superchargers like crazy. They had like 25, 30 superchargers, right? So
Yeah, that's right. I mean,
Sure.
it's really an issue. I mean, you think about it, like when we drive like E85. I mean, E85 is pretty rare, right? So
Yep.
I think about it the same way. I mean, so I'll give you an example. My coworker just got his electric car. So I was like, all right, let's take your car then, right? Took his car and he had this great idea. We're going to go to the hotel and we're going to charge up and be good. Guess what? Got to the hotel, all the chargings are taken, right? So
Oof.
we literally had to like taxi around. And then when we drove back to the Bay Area, we had to stop to basically for like 2 hours just to get his car charged up. So unfortunately, it doesn't work as planned, you know.
There was
Yeah.
an article a couple years back about new technology of asphalt, where you could take your electric car, right, and it would charge your car while you're driving, so you'd be like plugged in essentially.
Can't they just do what
But that's what those generators are for. I mean, the cars with hybrids, right? They have internal combustion engine charging the battery packs, and they're running off the battery pack itself.
But the road itself was made
Oh,
so
I
you
see.
can charge your car. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a,
Like
they can-
wireless
so-
charger.
charging basically for the car.
Yeah.
Hmm.
so they're just like the government birds? They just stand on the power lines and just
Yeah, but that's not
charge.
wireless, obviously. Come on.
No, it's like
That's the most
MagSafe.
wired you
Like
can get.
Apple, Apple MagSafe. Yeah, like that. Your car's stuck there though by magnet while it's charging.
Yeah. All you do
Mm.
is you open the little porthole in your floor and you drop a cable out and then you start charging.
I think a cool I want to say invention, but here in California, at least where we get some sun, is if you had, I think
Solar
Fisker
panels?
had a solar panel for their AC system just because it
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
efficient, right? But if you
Toyota
made
has-
solar panels efficient enough to charge your car, it not typically, fast as, compared
a
to if you're,
reserve?
yeah, or just to like slow down what's the word? Not degeneration of your battery's
Usage?
life, but yeah, usage. Just extends it for a little longer.
Because I know Toyota
Yeah.
had that same option as well. They had solar panels on top of their Priuses, and then on your key fob, you can just press a button, and then it'll use the power from the solar panels to start up the AC.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it was like I think it was like $1,000 option or something, or a couple $1,000 option. Yeah,
So instead of carbon fiber hood and roof, you get solar panel.
Or solar powered paint.
Ooh,
They're making
there's
that
a
a
whole
thing
car.
too.
There's a whole car solar panel.
Yeah. But what happens when it rains or it's cloudy?
Yeah,
that's true.
Right.
Yeah, but then they had solar panel sunroofs for a long time, since like the 90s. They've had it. So it's
Yeah.
not,
Yeah. But then they put a big wind turbine on the back so you can get wind power too.
Instead of a spoiler.
Yeah. It's best of both worlds. You get wind power and downforce.
It's like
You
a
gotta
jet
get the
turbine.
Evo. You get the Evo vortex generators too.
it's a $2,000 option.
Jesus Christ.
Dang.
Like, I mean, having that is convenient, but is it $2,000 convenient? Probably.
I mean, that's how much usually carbon fiber parts are, right?
True.
it's cheaper than your ceramic rakes.
That's also true. So it's a $2,000 option, and it only supplies you 50 watts on a 3x5 solar panel.
So I could run my AC or a light bulb.
Or charge my
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the question I have is, when you look at these new electric cars like Tesla, Lucid, whatever, has all this like high tech stuff inside, and why couldn't they just put all that stuff into a combustion car? Is it really because of the space of saving, of electric motor versus combustion motor?
What kind of technology are you referring to?
I'm thinking about like just like those huge like LCD screens, the whole glass roof, like those type of designs, and then from a technology standpoint, just really that whole self-driving capability, like that everyone advertises.
I mean, I think manufacturers are getting pretty close. I know Genesis is really aggressive with their autonomous driving, right? Or at least like lane keeping. I think electric cars are just trying to market that edge that they have with the technology available to them, but it doesn't mean like other manufacturers, aren't privy to it, right? And like the whole like huge infotainment screen, um, like FCA released their screens and they're huge too, right? Like on the Ram. Um, who else am I thinking of? I know there was like one big manufacturer. Oh, Mercedes has like their gauge and the infotainment as like one glass panel across the dashboard.
I think Ford has it now too. The
Ford, yeah.
Explorer or something that has it.
So I think they're taking these cues from a market that's kind of new, right? They're kind of challenging the current offerings of what you would think is a combustible engine company.
Right. The other thought when I was thinking about it, I was like, is it because they're, they just have to be different, right? They have to sell this to a different type, like different consumer base almost. So targeting like that luxury market, and is that really the difference? So that's just what I was thinking about.
I think manufacturers are also so set in their ways of making things and designing things, right? Yes, they're updating the look and updating the technology behind it, but the overall appearance, they're kind of set in the structure that they've created, right? Until Tesla came along and kind of redefined that whole, the framework of all design, then it really needed somebody to come in and make that push. And I think Tesla did a great job of doing that and making everybody else reevaluate why they were doing design a certain way.
But who's to say that's the right way that we should look forward to and sort of interior design, right? I mean, if it's worked for so long, right? You know where your AC controls are at. They're not going to be on a screen, right? You have a volume knob, and then suddenly a company tells you, or they sort of encourage you to think a different way, right? Sometimes it just doesn't do. When I think of a Tesla Model 3, it looks very minimalist, right? And bare would be another word you can call interior design on a Model 3
too. I think for it in the case that for the price that you're paying, it just doesn't look like the value is there because everything's digital and it's all in tech versus having nice materials or great details on the interior, right? So
right, yep.
Yeah, speaking of materials, when the Lucid guy was telling me about the interior, he was mentioning how the materials were like organic and all that kind of stuff. And for some reason, all I can think about is like a mouse or a chipmunk getting into your car, eating your whole car.
Dude, that's such a California way of designing a car.
Organic.
GMO free. Again, this is all the wood we got the wood from like beech wood.
Yeah, all the plastic is BPA free.
So that's actually not just California. That's all over the place now because of regulations that governments have put in place for manufacturing, right? So when it comes to interiors, they have to use reusable materials, and leather has to be able to be reused, and plastics and recyclable materials is a major thing now in car development.
I think it's interesting that they call organic as a beneficial thing of sorts, because you have leatherette, which is synthetic, I presume, right?
Yeah.
As compared to organic, right? But leather seats that we've been sitting on are organic. So I mean, they come from cows.
It can also be like an organic shapes and not necessarily organic materials, which are two different things. So that could be what they're talking about when it comes to like taking inspiration from landscapes and I don't know, waterfalls or something for the center console, center dash. That's what designers usually talk about and use for references when it comes to interior design. So
I want icicles on the bottom of my dashboard just to keep me on edge.
That's your AC unit, bro.
That's the Alaska edition.
Glacier white.
I mean,
yeah,
it's funny that Lucid is sort of inspired by California design. How does that how do you think that's gonna bode with the rest of the nation?
Do
Like,
you think that they'll? I mean, I feel like that leaves room for them to adapt according to the market they're trying to sell into, right?
I like when I'm thinking of like the architectures like the TNGA or the MQB, right? Like how expensive would it be to have so many different variations of one of California, one of like the Midwest, one of the East Coast, right?
That's why car manufacturers have design centers everywhere. Like for VW and Audi, we have them down in SoCal. Same with BMW, Kia, Mercedes. Like, I mean, they have California studios for that reason. They all create design studies, and different studios from different locations come up with design studies, and they all kind of do evaluations on and see which one's the best. And the best one gets picked, and ultimately that one goes into production. But that's usually like I think 4 or 5 year cycle. So as soon as a car comes to market, the studio is already working on the next generation.
Right.
So it's like a continuous process.
Yeah, like if a car was designed in Detroit, it'll be bulletproof. So
It'll be what?
bulletproof.
Stupid. See, I knew you had a joke there. I just didn't hear the punchline. That was pretty funny.
All right, that's my time. I'm out. Tough crowd tonight.
That's why the Cybertruck was designed to be bulletproof.
Cybertruck. Yep.
Made in Detroit.
Yep.
A hammer won't break the glass.
I think it's so ugly.
I kind of like it though. I kind of like how dumb it is.
Surprised it's not cyberpunk. That'd be tight.
Probably couldn't get the licensing.
Facts.
Probably.
Yeah, there's a Porsche in Cyberpunk.
Yeah, there's Porsche. That's just tight.
Well, you gotta think about it, right? If it was in Cyberpunk, they would have to design it to be indestructible for him to be happy. Probably why it wasn't let in.
Is that a Top Gear reference?
No. So yeah, why don't we move on a little bit here? We kind of got
All
sucked
right.
into that EV stuff there. Wayne, you want to talk about current events?
Cool. So one of the
Cool.
current events.
Cool, let's just get this over with, I guess, he said.
No, it's not like that. So one of the current events that came out today, actually, December 26th at 6:31 p.m. So in New York, healthcare providers are being accused of giving basically the vaccine scheme of skipping lines, giving out people vaccines that are violating the state distribution plan.
So giving people that
Yes.
weren't necessarily supposed to receive it, right?
Priority.
Or like, yeah, people who are like, let's say, priority.
Frontline care workers.
Yeah, let's say like healthcare workers are not getting them first. Like regular people are getting them first. There could be like bribing in it as well. We don't know yet.
Selling it on the black market.
That too. Yeah.
It's
So what
got,
do you guys
a
think
nice
about
ring
that?
to it though. It got a nice ring to it. Vaccine scheme.
Vaccine scheme.
It rolls
Yeah.
off the tongue nice.
Yeah, real nice.
Yeah. So what do you guys think about that?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if it would happen anywhere. Like, even if it's just not New York, right? Like, it's got to be happening somewhere.
Mm-hmm. It just got caught, is all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, legal until we get caught.
I mean, the places where they're administering all the vaccines are hospitals. So a lot of
Yes.
people have to be in on it if it's,
Hmm.
someone that's not in frontline.
Ooh, do I smell a conspiracy theory? It goes
What
all the
is-
way to the top.
What does it smell like, Ed? You smell the bacon?
Huh? It smells like vaccine, bro.
What do vaccines smell like?
I don't know. I haven't gotten it yet. I don't even know.
That's that
Just a
other
bunch of-
podcast.
Just a bunch of ozium and coffee lingering in the.
Yeah. And hand sanitizer.
And so, yep, a hand sanitizer and those
Yeah.
wax papers that they put on their little patient bed.
Oh,
But I
maybe
Yes.
can't,
I should
I
have my
can't think of anybody. I can't
It's
think of
almost
anybody who
Clorox.
wants it really that bad.
Yeah.
Like who wants a vaccine that bad to be pay off like a black market? I mean, I guess some like older mob heads probably, because they're old and they're in a part of the black market and like, oh, we're more susceptible to it. Like who's
Yeah.
paying extra or bribing people?
It's actually if you think about it, it's a sliding curve because you have to have a number of shots. You have to have dose 1, 2, and 3. And
Yeah,
by the time
yeah.
it's the earlier you start, the first you're finished. But when you get to the tail end, that's when the bulk of the population is getting their first injection. So
Yeah.
it's really, if you think about it, it's more of a timing thing. They want to go first so they don't have to wait in line longer at the end of the day.
Oh, okay.
So they're just selfish then.
It is. I think so. I mean, if you're getting it, if you don't have any health reasons, and that's the only explanation that I have, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
even the CEO himself of Pfizer said, I'm a CEO and this is my company, but I shouldn't be on the line. So he said he hasn't gotten the shot yet. So that's kind of
Oh,
He's
that's
giving
the
it to
reason. That's the reason to do it.
that's his reason. Yeah.
That's his reason to do it.
Yeah.
But you have to look at it this way: Pfizer isn't the only company that's making vaccines right now. A bunch of other companies are also doing it, and the people that run the company are doing the same thing. They're giving it to frontline care workers first.
Yeah, it's frontline care workers, nursing home residents, and staff are the priority.
Care
I think.
providers, yeah,
That's
that
it.
makes sense because they get exposed to it every single day. So
But that's only the U.S. though. In some other countries, and I've talked to some doctors, they're like, we're not even online to get it first. We're like second or third. So it's very U.S. centric. Yeah.
is that in Asia or in the U?
In Europe, actually, he's in Europe. He's in France. He told me he couldn't get it yet.
That's crazy.
Well, isn't there a new, like, mutated version of it?
The new strain.
Yeah.
They were talking about that the new strain of COVID was in, I think, UK as well as Sweden now, on top of one other country, Spain. Spain also has the new strain detected as well.
Holy shit.
But
Yeah.
they're unsure if the vaccines are able to cope with the new strain. They think it is. It's like 80% chance that it will be, but if not, Pfizer already has, I think what they were saying, a way to create a new vaccine off of the one currently to combat the new strain already. So
Kind of like supercharge it.
it's a little easier when it's already, when you already have something to
Yeah,
work with
yeah.
versus
Yeah,
last
something
time
like
Yeah,
we didn't
basis.
have anything to work
it's
with.
easier to make more
From
boosts when you
scratch.
already have the turbo.
Make
Just
it
turn
bigger,
up the boost.
Yep.
bigger in two. No,
One
but
more PSI.
right.
Just one more.
But wait, are they giving the vaccines to the babies who have underlying conditions?
That I don't know. I honestly don't
Overseas or
know.
here?
Huh?
Overseas or here?
Here.
It's just care workers right now, like doctors and
Okay,
nurses.
okay.
Yeah, people
and
who are basically on the front line.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What else is on the
Weird
news?
world
Wait,
we're in.
Yeah,
Trump
what else?
coming.
The second interesting thing that I found on CNN was this scientist who discovered a new species of snakes hiding in plain sight.
Where was it hiding?
How is it hiding in plain sight?
Yeah, did they just like think it was like because it's a dwarf, right? So it's just a small snake. Do they think it was just
Yeah.
a big worm? Like what? Like,
Well,
what's
no,
the deal?
they overlooked it. That's the
They
problem.
just
They
didn't
overlooked
classify
it.
it right. That's what it
Small
means.
snake.
I guess
Yeah,
the
it's
title's a little clickbaity because it's not that they had
Yeah.
like camouflage abilities. It's just the fact
Yeah, I
that
thought they had active camouflage, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
it's just that they hadn't classified it correctly.
You got predator
Yeah.
snakes now.
It's
like
like three
snakes with
different
like
types of
chameleon
snakes.
genome.
Yeah.
So previously they thought it was another snake, right, or just a small version of it.
Yeah,
True.
true.
Now they just separated it between a midget and
Yep.
Like they had a huge batch and they look at it like,
That's
that
not
one's
politically
different.
correct.
oh man, a midget, little Pearson.
Small snake, little snake.
You know, when I read that, I was like, here I am thinking like, how many of these kind of snakes are in my room right now? Right? The random touch and caress of my
How small are we
sweat.
talking?
Like
Is,
that
is
nice.
the random
It's in your
itch
onesie
my
right
hair?
now.
You onesie right now?
It's disguised as one of the lightsabers.
Oh, miniaturized.
Do you see the related article on that webpage?
You have that spider?
Flying snakes. Here's how they
Oh.
can glide through the air.
What?
That's fucking terrifying.
Oh,
Oh,
you guys ever seen that?
yeah, the
take a
ones
picture.
with like the flaps that open up and glide.
Yeah, they look like ribbons.
Weird.
Oh my
And
god.
that has to be Australia.
That's just
Imagine if you're
lightning.
walking down the street and a
It's- ah,
snake
that's what
slaps you in the face as it flies by.
And you
Oh
step
my
on a
God.
camouflage one. Fuck.
Man,
Jesus Christ. Yeah, there's when you start getting into like reptiles and animals and all that, there's some really weird shit you can find.
I'm not about snakes and reptiles. I'm good.
You guys know anybody with a pet snake or pet reptile?
Like people
I-
sleeping with their pet iguana or something.
I
No,
know
no, 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 they're
person, but I don't
caged.
know
They're
them
caged.
that well.
Huh?
I know a person that has snakes, but I don't know them that well. A friend of mine has pet tarantulas and he loves them. I don't understand that.
Nah, nah.
Yeah.
Hard
My
They're kind of
pass.
brother's-
cute.
Do you say they're cute, Aaron?
They're kind of cute, yeah.
Is it the
When you
eyes,
cuddle with your tarantula.
I think it's the fur. They're furry.
the fur? That makes it grosser. What are you talking about?
No, man, it's like they're kind of cuddly, you know.
No, they're not. I want to see you
I would-
cuddle
I
tarantula.
would not cuddle a cat.
You guys
That's
ever
a hard pass
encountered,
for me, buddy.
you guys ever encountered a tarantula in the wild?
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
Yeah. Go to
I
Milpitas. dude.
don't hang out in the jungles. I'm sorry.
Go in the hills of Milpitas. You'll find them.
Really?
Yeah.
What were you doing up in the hills of Milpitas?
Yeah, for real.
I think it was Michelle and I's like
Oh
Third-
no, dude.
third date?
There's hell of them. Yeah, there's hell of them
Uh-huh.
Mission Peak.
we went
That's
over
what
to we went to the Ed R11 park in Milpitas and we were just walking through a trail, and her dog found a tarantula.
Damn.
Damn.
There's a lot of tarantulas in Mission Peak during a certain time of season.
Yeah, but I think it's more common that people find the eyes cute.
You know, it's funny. It only seems to be native here in the East Bay.
Tarantulas?
Tarantulas.
Yeah, including Alameda County. Yeah, in terms of like the population in California.
Wow.
Wait, did you Google it or this is what you know?
No, I'm reading it up right now.
Oh
It's
shit.
probably brought in by somebody and it just got loose.
Yeah. It's an invasive species.
Well,
Interesting.
you guys know what tarantula hawks are, right?
Yeah,
No.
the thing that eats tarantulas.
They're
I was like-
they're big like wasp like
Yeah.
they're not huge, but they're bigger than normal, and they only exist where tarantulas exist because they lay their eggs in tarantula
eggs.
bodies.
Yeah.
So if you find one, there's a tarantula nearby.
Wait, what?
Interesting.
I heard it's,
Tarantula hawk.
yeah. I heard it's pretty painful. Like it's like disgusting, like the way they grow in them
Yeah.
parasitically.
Yo, nature's metal. Holy
You thought it was just Australia, but it's all over the world.
Nature's
Yeah.
check and balances for sure.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Those giant wasps, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're huge.
We're talking
Um,
about another thing. I mean, talking about this news, like 80% of the ocean has never been like discovered or mapped yet.
Yeah,
Makes me
dude.
wonder, like,
What?
what other-
I heard it was like 90%, dude.
I mean,
Like you don't know shit.
it's such a large amount that I don't think they can correctly calculate how much they haven't checked.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
there's just so much water, there's
Yeah.
so much land.
I mean, we have the technology to do it, but just going like strip by strip to
It's just so large.
yeah.
Or would you
Yeah.
guys rather put the money into space exploration or sea exploration?
See,
See,
Space.
Because right now that's a big this like argument. Like, why would we explore space when we don't know our own planet
Because if the planet blows up,
yet?
yeah, it's like I get the question, but also like I understand why you would invest more in space, because like we're on a limited time here, We don't have
That's
time to be
true.
dicking around in the water.
Both is good. I mean, like if you think about it, we need the ocean to keep our current existence around.
Yeah.
True.
Going into space is just an alternative way of escaping, and if in case anything happens.
And we're spending more on our fright of our Earth not becoming habitable to us, right? So we're looking for another home,
What if
right?
the home's under the water though?
Well,
And we
That's what I'm
passed-
saying. Like,
Yeah.
how do we know that the answer is not, beneath
Harness the
us?
power of the water.
coronavirus is the way of the Earth.
Say,
Is there any COVID
say,
in
get out.
fish?
Get
are
out.
there COVID fish?
I mean,
cases?
it's like why are you giving someone advice that you know nothing of, right? So like if you're trying to go explore space, right, versus improving Earth, if let's say we find a planet that's inhabitable or habitable to us, right? Who's to say we're not going to repeat the same mistakes?
That's the future generation's problem.
We're saying that
And you're part of the problem, man.
Hey, fuck them kids, bro.
there was a huge article that was like released, I think earlier in December. They were saying that while everyone was in lockdown for COVID, basically all the ecosystems and
Are coming back.
the planet repaired itself. It's like for example, the ozone layer was being repaired, the waters were being cleared, carbon dioxide levels went down, carbon monoxide levels went down. I think wildlife in general was growing up again and
Is that the word they used? Repair?
repair. Yeah,
Yeah, it's almost like humans are shitty or something.
planetary.
Humans are the COVID-19 for Earth.
Because we the sort of green concern is that the Earth is beyond repair.
Yeah.
Right, we've done irreparable damage, but we've proven that that's not the case. So there's a way to repair it, right? Unfortunately, it means our demise.
Which is eradicate all humans.
I mean, that's what mass extinction events are for, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there was this
It's happened
crazy,
in the past.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, there was this article talking about how cows, I mean, are
Oh, yeah.
causing O2, and you think
Yep.
about it. Okay, we want to blame it on cows,
Yeah.
but let's look at humans, right? We're also breathing out and excreting
Yeah.
whatever, all the nasty
But-
stuff of carbon.
With cows, it's the fact that we're eating them, right? That we produce more.
So what you're saying is we should start eating humans.
No, and then there's,
Just cut the
there's, no
middleman.
one, there's no one eating us.
There's no one to eat us. Yep.
Yeah.
We need aliens is what we need.
And the planet
True.
used to also be covered in a lot more forests and trees. Was able to equalize that because they absorb carbon monoxide, right?
But then we don't want wildfires either.
Oh, but also the
Exactly.
kelp in the oceans really help
We
with
want
oxygen.
apartments.
Oxygen too.
Specifically, it's the reefs, right? And
Yeah.
all the animals that grow there, and we're killing off our reefs. So,
What if our solution was the ocean in order to repair, the damages we've done, right? We spend that money, we're supposed to go, find a solution elsewhere, i.e. outer space. But we managed to find like a CO2 farm, right, underneath us. That'd be kind of cool, actually, because then we're just living the way we, diesel with no res and no cat, right? Driving around. And suddenly I don't feel so guilty because it's like, it's good. The Earth's being repaired right now. I'm not feeling bad.
in theory, we should be able to power the whole planet using our needs for the planet with the Earth's core, right? So
That
not even
and the
core.
sun.
Oh,
we
I
harness
just
the sun.
read.
Yeah, but then
Sorry.
the thing is, like, everything on Earth now is O2 based or oxygen based and carbon based. What if there's other planets that have other life forms that breathe carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide and completely opposite from what we are?
Damn.
Oxygen kills them. So
Yeah.
Do you think if those
Just blew my mind.
beings that like breathe carbon dioxide, do you think they would exhale oxygen?
Oh, too.
right,
We need to get some of them here.
Just a
What if
fucking
that's the case,
chain
right?
of, just a
Just
chain of
breathing
you
back and
breathing.
They're on Mars, the other side of the moon.
They'll just be green because they look like plants and they have photosynthesis and able to turn carbon monoxide and dioxide.
That's what aliens look like.
Oh my god, you're right.
That's why they're green. They're full of chlorophyll. Well, to take one from our president, he basically said that if we found life on another planet, the U.S. would probably send them money.
Why?
What says the guy that created Space Force? Come on.
You already had the UNSC.
Yeah.
Back to that Earth core. You could get our power from Earth core. The Earth core is actually just a theory. We don't actually know it's solid or liquid or anything like that.
We know it's liquid.
Do we?
And
Kelly?
like the
We
layers,
know it's liquid. It's confirmed already.
like, and also the layers too, like the mantle and crust and stuff like that. Because we can only get what? How deep? 3 miles? Not even, right?
How about we just go past the wall of Antarctica?
Yeah.
No one's suggested that.
No one's tried it. The government's adding something.
Des is just shaking his head right now.
He's like, I'm not gonna get into this.
The world is flat. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah. No, it's an absolute fact.
Flat Earth, you know.
My favorite theory is that Earth is a hollow and there's actually a sun in the middle of it.
I mean,
Hollow?
we've drilled into the Earth, what, 7.5 miles down?
Yep.
Is that how we find it? It just broke. And then the drill just fell.
Drill bit. They weren't using a carbide drill
No.
bit.
They
Use
came
the
out in
diamond
China.
All right, what do you have next for us, Wayne?
Have you guys seen the new Toyota GR Supra?
The Targa?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's
I
tight.
very like it. I very
So
much like it.
Make
there's
Targas
this
great again.
article on Motor Trend. What I find funny is that they have 7 photos, right? But 5 out of the 7 photos, the wheel logo is blurred out. And there's only 2 like far away shots of the car with the wheels, but they didn't blur out the center wheel cap. But they're running HREs.
Yeah, they are running HREs, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be hell expensive then.
Yeah.
It's called a sport top. It's not even a Targa.
Yeah.
Whack.
They
I
lost
mean,
me
I-
there.
I know.
It looks cooler, I would say. With the
I mean,
rear,
that's 'cause
with
anything
the
looks cool
upgraded
with
rear
the Targa top.
diffusers and everything.
You know what? You know what's crazy? Is that this car was probably supposed to have gone to SEMA. But because
Yeah.
SEMA got canceled, they just decided to release it, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what's weirder to me is that they have the U.S. Olympics logo on the license plate.
That is also very true.
When was the Winter Olympics supposed to be this year?
I think 2025 is supposed to be LA, right?
Because the Winter Olympics was supposed to be 2020
Yeah.
in Tokyo.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be 2021 now, right? But they're still calling it 2020.
I think so. 1 year late, but
They're gonna be. How can they pause time like that?
They can. They just did.
no, Winter Olympics 2022 was supposed to be in Beijing.
Oh.
So
That was in Beijing?
they doing one back to
Oh, he
back,
goes.
2021 and 2022.
Hey, run that shit back.
Tokyo
I'm not-
2020, right? Is that the one you're talking
Supposed to
about?
be Tokyo in 2020, yeah.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
Paris is 2024. Beijing is 2022.
Because every 2 years, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you choose the cities? Is it like by lottery or what?
I think so. It's by lottery.
I thought it's like a voting commission.
I thought it was
Like
voting
the
too.
Olympics. Oh, okay.
I think that everyone like petitions them and makes their case.
Cities. Okay. Any city that wants to be a host of the Olympic Games put their name to the IOC. And then,
You have to be picked, right, by voting.
yeah.
From the people on the commission.
Yeah. Well, there's like several points to it. Like the city must be big enough to hold the Olympics. The city needs to convince residents that the expenses of covering the Olympics are worth the city to improvement and new jobs. The city needs to
tourism.
maintain a high positive media exposure to carry the game.
Yeah, so that's the issue that Brazil was having.
Yeah.
It was incredibly expensive to make all the new venues.
Yeah, I
And
saw a lot. Yeah.
What's in like
Basically, you just need the money,
You have
and
to
your
spend the
city.
money on it in order to gain the money back because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
get money from the
But I mean,
tourists.
China just has to print out money, so
True.
I forgot I read something like Montreal held the Olympic like back in like hella far long time ago,
Yeah.
and they're still paying it off. You know.
Yeah.
Have you been to Montreal? Because the stadium is still there. You can visit it.
Also, I've seen a lot of pictures of old Olympic stadiums that were built specifically for Olympics are like abandoned now,
Mhm.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
so you don't even use it anymore.
That's nutty.
I feel like it's a waste of money.
Yeah, I think that's
But I mean,
that's the
but I mean,
issues.
it creates jobs, right?
I mean, think about how a city would justify being an Olympic um, host, right? Because you're still going to have your citizens or your taxpayers pay for that, and
Yeah.
you don't even know if you're going to get the return on investment. So the diversity of the city is going to be a lot more slim, right?
Mhm.
Because some cities might be scared that this is actually going to be too much of a hassle to deal with
Burden.
or a burden. Yeah.
Dude, the Olympics in Montreal were in the summer of 1976.
Yes.
Jesus.
Still all year round.
Whatever.
The
Oh,
stadium
yeah.
is still there. You can visit it right now. They have an
Yeah,
observatory.
but the fact that it was that long ago and they're still paying it off.
50 years almost.
The Winter Olympic I remember is Calgary, the early 90s. It was with the Jamaican bobsled team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool runnings.
Cool runnings.
Do you think the cost of Summer Olympics are way more than Winter Olympics? I think so. I think the
I
Summer
think it depends on the
Olympics are way
city,
bigger.
right?
So, a quick Google search, I found the 10 Olympic Games that nearly bankrupt their host countries. And
Oh.
number one
Sheesh.
is Vancouver Winter Olympic.
I remember Vancouver Olympics.
Yeah, they estimated the debt was $1 billion,
Ooh.
including a $730 million for the Olympic Village bailout.
God damn.
Why
Oh
was
my
it that
god.
bad?
I don't know.
That was 2010, wasn't it?
Yes, 2010.
Oh, they're still paying it off then.
Yeah.
Wait,
Maybe.
who did it owe?
I don't know. The
Vancouver?
government.
Taxpayers, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Basically.
That was a lot of money, dude. Yeah, $1 billion.
Who's second then?
Jesus. Second will be the 2006 Winter Olympic Games in Italy.
It seems like Winter Olympics is more expensive.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
I
They were $95 million short at the time. And
Oh, I think
at
I
one
know
time,
why.
the shortfall climbed to as much as 167 million.
That's a pretty big jump from 167 million to nearly $1 billion.
so did you read why
Yeah.
the part of the reason why the Olympics failed in Vancouver in 2010
No.
was because of H1N1. That was the
Oh.
same
Oh.
time frame, right? So
They still have it? They still had it? Yeah.
I don't know. Like a lot of people, didn't go because they
Yeah.
weren't able to make the
Yeah.
money that they thought they would. So
Yeah. All the condos were all empty and everything.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's really crazy.
I think Winter Olympics is more expensive because you gotta make different arenas for the sports.
Yeah.
Where Summer Olympics is usually just a track and field
No,
and probably with
Summer
basketball
Olympics
court,
is way more than that.
shooting.
Yeah, basketball. They got soccer.
Yeah, basketball courts.
Yeah.
And you have to, if you don't have enough snow for winter, you have to make the snow.
Yeah.
I imagine
Money
too.
right there.
Winter
More
Olympics is always in the winter, so.
Yeah, but I assume that you have to have a consistent level of snow, right?
That's true.
The,
You're gonna have
the
to make the
long
deficit up
jump, the
somehow.
luge, it takes a lot of space too.
Oh, so on the Olympic.org sports, if you look at the listings for summer sports versus winter sports, summer sports is way more.
More expensive.
Way more.
Yeah, I imagine.
Olympic
What's
Games
the
are just
average?
expensive.
They have skateboarding in Olympics now too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
Brazil.
Dude.
It's supposed to be Brazil, right? Somewhere?
Taekwondo, tennis,
Tony Hawk.
wrestling. Yeah, there's just a lot.
Breakdancing. Breakdancing's gonna be in it too. That's tight.
Who knew that if you just stuck with your obsession in middle school, you could be an Olympic athlete?
What do they call this? The little, what are the hand signs? Whatever,
Tutting?
breaking, or tutting, or yeah. That's gonna be there to watch.
That's crazy.
Naruto hand signs.
It's gonna be hella dudes like turfing.
Turfing, that's what it's called. Yeah, turfing.
Cool. So the last thing that I found would be 12 cool cars that are finally legal to import in 2021.
Can you do me a favor? Can you go to number 3 on that list? I know we're jumping ahead, but I want to meet the motherfucker that's gonna pay 20 grand to import a 180.
Yeah, but it's a 180 Nismo, dude.
Whatever.
Me, me.
I didn't know.
Sign
I
me
didn't know
up.
they made Nismo ones,
Daihatsu Midget 3, dude.
God damn.
dude.
That's probably like
205
10K.
horsepower and 203 foot-pounds.
Dude, you can buy a fucking Type X kit on eBay. Get a fucking SR and just put it in your 240. Boom, done. What the fuck?
But
Yeah.
bro, it's got 4-wheel steering.
Dude, most people take that shit off anyway.
I know, right?
Stupid.
Oh, turbo
It includes
traction.
pop-up headlights.
Yeah.
No, I want the breakouts.
Yeah.
I
So the
want
first
that.
one is in
want
Yeah, I do too.
Evo.
That's a good one though. Evo.
That
Four
one.
is sick.
Jackie Chan edition. Let me get that.
And then the Toyota Chaser.
Oh,
Good
yep.
choice. Also a good choice.
Yeah.
Hell good
Crestas
choice.
are cooler.
The Nissan 180. Yeah.
That's where it's
Yes.
at right there.
That's where-
Yeah, dude. A
Is
midget
that spare
too.
tire in the front?
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
sick.
It's like a
That's
fake.
like a bumper.
Oh man, I remember driving midget 2s in Gran Turismo. They're my favorite thing ever.
I swear I can see Wayne picking up chicks in that.
Yeah.
They
they
pump
look
out
like a-
30 horsepower, dude.
It's gonna be a
They
skinny
look
ass
like
chick.
They look like the
Problem
cars.
solved,
from
Dennis.
Cars.
Problem solved.
Or not Sports
The
Spider.
Sports Spider.
Stuff.
What do you guys think about this car?
It was literally that thing's like it's literally just a track car. That is not a daily horsepower or daily driven
Is
car.
it a 4-cylinder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what AOC would look like if she was a car.
Yes. The fuck?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you look at what it
Oh.
says, right? No power steering, no ABS, no roof, no heater, no radio, no power steering, no handles, no glass. I mean, this thing was a race car.
Yep.
It was like a homologated car.
Why did they make it? Was there a rally car for that?
No, they raced in FIA a lot.
Oh, Samir's a big fan of TVRs.
I am. I love TVRs.
Yeah.
It's one of the cooler TVRs too.
It's a very long hood.
Yeah.
Oh, is that V12?
No, it's
No.
a 6-cylinder.
I've never heard that one.
The
Sorry.
Josie car Indigo 3000.
I think it's Joss.
Jaws?
Joss.
Actually, it's Jose. No, I'm just kidding.
That's who you ask.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
that thing's sick. Oh, man.
That's Japanese.
The crazy thing is,
It's Japanese
only
Bentley.
25 years old.
Japanese Bentley.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
sick.
yes, step wagon.
The van life right here.
Yeah, bad culture, bro.
It's a tumbler
think
car.
it's tight.
They left all the they left all the valves out of it.
I couldn't do it.
I'd rather
Wow. That's a
Yeah.
looker.
Yeah,
the
leggings are
VF4.
tight.
That's
Built by a
that's a
performance
wagon
division
of like a
rally
lot, right?
Yeah.
VF4, yeah.
Yeah.
It's twin turboed.
V6
Yeah.
twin turbo in that generation.
Fuck.
It has a what is that? Electronic sway bar essentially.
Yeah.
That's the future right there.
AYC.
45 years ago.
Yeah.
Start.
Starlet.
That car's probably everywhere in Europe,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, it's front wheel drive.
Damn, drivers can choose a low boost mode, which is 5.8 psi.
And
Yeah,
max
high one.
boost at 9. Nice.
Probably
Nice.
only got like 1,500 pounds.
That's a city car.
A
Oh,
Toyota Classic.
damn,
That's
bro.
cool.
Down some Dayton's.
It's obvious where Chrysler got the idea for the PT Cruiser. I like this guy.
Imagine it laid out.
Oh, that'd be
yeah.
tight. That thing would
That'd
be
be
sick.
sick.
Yeah. So that's basically it on the list of the 12 cool cars that are legal in 2020. You guys want to see what's legal in 2020 right now? Oh no, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. The last list was 2021.
Oh, okay. Oh, so right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it right now.
You guys see yourself importing a car anytime soon?
No.
Ooh. Ooh. Hold on. I
This
know
is
what
legal
that first one
cars
is.
for 2020.
Wait.
I know what that first one is. That's tight. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Nick Ray.
And McRae we trust.
There's one for sale right now, I think, on Japan Classics.
Bro,
There you go.
that's just wet.
That's clean.
DSL.
You know, I
Special
don't really care
edition.
for those.
Those race flags.
Oh, that's
Yo, the
tight.
Pajero
Yes,
mini.
I want one of those.
That's tight.
Oh,
These
yeah.
are tight.
Yeah, those are cool.
And what, that or Jimny, I'll take.
No, I want a Mega
Oh,
Mega
Cruiser.
Cruiser? Is
Mega
that a
Cruiser?
Hummer? That's a Hummer.
Yeah,
bro.
basically an H1.
Wow.
But you know,
That's so cool.
And
16 inches longer than the Hummer. The Hummer's already pretty tall. 7
and
inches taller?
stands
Jesus.
7
yeah,
inches
which
taller.
one's more reliable? That's the question.
I'm
That
surprised.
depends.
ISIS
Is
wasn't-
this diesel?
It's for sure diesel.
Inline 4 turbo
What?
diesel, yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's definitely this.
4.1
This is
liter.
definitely
A
more reliable.
4.1 liter inline 4.
God damn.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
massive.
152 horsepower, dude.
You know
Oh,
how much
God.
torque
Yeah,
it
but how
makes?
much torque?
Yeah.
I don't know.
250s? 1,000 pound torque.
Yeah, Wayne, I need you to look up the torque number on that.
Uh,
I need the
I was-
specs.
I was originally gonna say, I'm surprised ISIS wasn't using this, but but it makes sense. It
Hey,
makes
to match with the Hiluxes?
about 282 pound-feet of torque
That's
at
it?
1,800. Yeah.
1800.
1,800.
Fuck,
1,800.
1,800 pounds.
Oh, man.
That's
Holy
instant.
shit. God damn.
Yeah.
What's top speed? Like 65?
Honestly, probably less with 37s, 6,300 pounds. Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Oh, fuck.
Imagine how short that diff is.
Yeah. What does
30.
it have? It has a rear locking diff, front, center, and rear locking diff, and four-wheel steering.
Yeah, look at how big that fuel tank is. 28.5 gallons. That
Oh,
thing could
fuck.
probably run for months on end.
Right.
You drive from like here all the way down to like SoCal.
You're definitely not
Okay.
driving through the cities of Japan in that.
No, you're driving through the buildings.
Oh, man.
Porsche
is
911
sick.
GT2.
992
Yeah.
GT2. That thing's tight.
Yes.
Oh,
Alfa
Oh,
Romeo.
what? The GTV.
Those are everywhere, Europe,
Yeah.
right?
No, they're not a
No.
very common car to begin with.
Yeah, but
It's
they
still
look
very nice
amazing.
looking. One of the best looking Pininfarina cars, I think.
Didn't that
Yeah.
sell in the U.S. though? That car? I thought
What,
it
the
did.
Alpha? No.
I thought it did. Huh.
Oh, Type R.
Integra
Who's gonna
Type
pay?
Rs.
Who's gonna pay?
Whatever. It's just a spicy Integra.
An
Oh,
Evo
that was
3.
tight. Yep.
Are those Steelies?
Yep.
Yeah, it's for you to
RF.
mount your snow tires to, so you don't ruin your cool wheels.
Yep. Your OZ wheels.
That's a base model RS with the plastic door handles and the crank
Oh.
windows. So
There it is, the
That's the one I'm waiting
R33s.
for. That's the right color too.
I think Euro
this
spec
is-
M3.
Yeah, there we go.
What the? Is the picture inverted? Like, because
Yeah, it's left-hand rev, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the Barchettas are cool. It's too bad they're front-wheel drive.
Fiat Barchetta. I thought it was Barchetta, like like cured meat.
Is it Italian?
It's Italian.
Yeah, so that's what you get in 2020, or the cool cars you can get in 2020.
what about 2022?
You know what popped up on a Yahoo, or not Yahoo, but a Japanese auction site? It was a Renault Clio V6 trophy car.
Holy
That
fuck.
yellow one?
What?
Is it that yellow one?
Yeah, that yellow one.
Yeah,
That thing's cool, man.
seen that.
I'd love to have one of those.
How much are those going for?
I think the price was like somewhere around 20 grand, I think.
Do you have to be
Jeez.
serviced by Nissan shops?
No, you got to drive to South America so you can find the only Renault dealership within 1,000 miles.
North America.
You won't make it through Mexico.
Hey, Renault is sold in Mexico.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's very common. Yeah, it's a very common car.
Renault, Peugeot,
And-
all them bitches.
Yeah, and Seat too.
Damn.
Seats are cool. I think that would be one of the most boring cars I would import, would be a Seat.
You're just really buying a GTI.
Exactly. It's like I have the exact same car here, but I want the badge and the body.
Aren't those all part of the Volkswagen Audi group?
Yep.
I have a Cooper R steering wheel on my GTI.
Can I buy that?
You want to buy the car or the steering wheel?
Steering wheel. How much for both? Is it a package deal?
How much is the car but no
Yeah, you
steering
get the
wheel?
wheel if you buy the car, right?
That'd be tight. Sammy, you had one article, right?
Yeah. Arvin mentioned this to me, just like he was walking past my desk and he was like, "Do you know Neverland Ranch sold?" Neverland Ranch sold. I was like, "I don't know why you're telling me this information." But yeah, apparently Neverland Ranch is finally
Why
sold.
was he up to date on
I don't know.
The push notifications from CNN or something.
but apparently
Neverland.
Did you visit there often as a kid?
Is Michael Jordan still selling his mansion? I see that every couple of years. I see an article come up.
He's gotta after he paid Gordon Hayward what they paid him.
Yeah, so Neverland Ranch has apparently it was never taken down. It's been for sale since 2016, and they started at $100 million.
Michael Jordan's house is still for sale.
So what did it sell at?
14.85 million.
For Michael Jordan's house?
Yep.
And I heard it's like from his golden years, right? Like everything says 23 on it, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where was
Question,
Basketball,
does it
card,
come with the
that's
championship
Frankie.
rings?
I don't know. You probably had to bargain with that. What are you gonna do with 9 bedrooms and 19 bathrooms?
Have a lot of fucking kids. That's what you're gonna do.
N-
No, no, no,
19
no, no.
bathrooms?
Wayne,
Two of them are
Area.
two of them are probably actual bedrooms. The other ones are gambling dens.
if it was Wayne, he'd shoot porn in those rooms.
You wouldn't have to flush so often.
Just leave it and then go to the next bathroom.
Wash your hands in that one.
Sean thinking about Madron halls.
Massage parlors, Dennis.
Massage parlor. I mean, he was a big gambling addict, so he probably has a gambling den in the
Nine-
secret rooms.
19 bathrooms.
Oh man.
Hey,
The
that's
price has
a
been
million
like
a
that.
bathroom.
Ever since 2015.
Yeah,
A
what
million
was
a
the price?
bathroom.
it is a million bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the listing price when it first listed and back in 2012 was 29 million,
Now it's 19.
and now it's 14.85 million. And the price hasn't changed since 2015.
You have to think about it. That room to bathroom ratio is hella off.
Yeah.
It
There's
is
no
all-
reason to have
Yeah.
double the
What
amount of
the fuck?
bathrooms.
Maybe he had some plumbing issues that we didn't know about.
Probably. But I think
Instead of fixing it, he just made a new bathroom.
Yeah,
ah, damn it, bathroom broke. You know what? Let's
Finally
just
gotta
build
buy a
a
new
another one.
Build a new one.
I meant bodily plumbing issue. But okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't walk 10 feet without using a restroom.
Gotta go right now.
Now I want to watch replays of his game, see if he just disappeared.
He was just flying mode, so it could end faster.
Damn. So the Neverland sold for 22 million.
Is it 22? I wasn't able to find it. The last listing I found was for 31.
It came out today. An article. It was sold for 22 million.
Wow.
Who bought it?
Some dude named Ron Burkle.
Yeah. Ronald Burkle.
No idea.
He
He also owns Bob Hope's house. So I don't know. He's some billionaire. I'd never heard of
yeah,
him.
he's
before.
a co-founder and inventor of a co-founder of an investment firm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe he's looking for memorabilia or something. I don't know.
I think he's just into collecting properties like that.
Collecting
Yeah.
houses.
Yeah.
Sure.
He'll probably buy Michael Jordan's next.
Look out for that.
You should get a commission for that. Hit
Yeah.
him up.
So that was
I
the,
wonder
that
how
was
much
the
it
only
is.
thing interesting that I found. I was a little busy this week, so I didn't have that much time to prepare. I did a little bit of research on the Christmas star, if you guys know what that is.
No.
What's that?
The thing on top of the Christmas tree?
Yeah. Hold on, let me open it up right here. So basically the Christmas star, it's like this it's not really a star. it's two planets, so it's Jupiter and Saturn. And every once in a while they'll line up really, really close to where they shine really bright, like there's just one star. And it's this year was the closest. You're able to see it best on December 21st.
Hmm.
And this
Oh
year,
yeah, I heard about this.
yeah, this year was the closest that the two planets have appeared together in 800 years, according to this article. And
And the next
Jesus.
one, the
it
next one's
won't,
gonna be another 800. Right?
no, it actually, the article said that it won't occur until 2080. So
Ooh.
I don't know if they've made a typo or because that's 80. That's only
Oh,
60
so
years.
so they probably met 2000.
No, I think they line up,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's just this close is all it is.
So do you guys go out and look at the planets?
I did not,
I did.
but a lot of people refer to it as a Christmas star because they think it lines up perfectly with the star that the wise men followed.
Oh, so this happened when Jesus was born.
Yeah, well, they're speculating that it does.
Well,
Uh,
the
most-
article from NASA says that it's been nearly 400 years since the planets passed this close to each other in the sky,
Yeah,
and nearly 800 years since the alignment of Saturn and Jupiter occurring at night.
yeah. So, I don't know. It's super weird because the article that I was reading went really, really deep into all the different astronomers that looked into it and try to tie it back to the
Holiday.
Bethlehem.
The Star of
Galileo.
Bethlehem.
Yeah.
But that was 2,000 years ago, and people were saying it's probably not a star.
Yeah, exactly. So
A lot
I
of
don't know.
people actually say they don't even think he was born 2,000 years ago. That's just a date.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's because the
Uh,
U.S. is only 2,000 years old, right?
Crying and Catholic.
I actually caught a picture of that.
Also,
I can see in my phone.
also Jesus was born in like January, right?
Oh wow.
Oh, nice.
So that light right there, that's that star thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is from your
And-
backyard.
Yeah, I climbed up to my roof actually to look at it.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Well, I have my phone open. I'll show you guys this other thing I've been tracking. It's basically the cyber attacks right now. This is live right now.
Of what?
The cyber attacks that are
Oh.
going around the world.
Yo, we talking about house? No, but
I can see
Lit
from
up.
my house from here.
Damn.
that's live.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, so what were those big circles that were blinking?
Common occurrences.
Well, those are new occurrences that are
Oh,
coming up.
okay.
Yeah.
Is there
It's a
any
lot of
like
new occurrences.
do they have those like on that app? Does it show like a little does it like project a little light that says DL for Dennis Lee?
Oh.
You know,
I
for
didn't
like
hear a
Superman,
no.
it has the Superman logo and
I
Batman,
didn't
Batman
even
logo.
know.
It's funny. Let's put it that way. It's funny when you look at these maps, none of them come from Russia.
Where is it all coming from then?
Everywhere
It's-
outside the world, outside
Yeah.
Russia.
Outside of the world.
Those who report it.
So it's kind of funny, right? It's like the farting thing. Who farted? And it's like it's probably the person that asked.
Whoever smelt it dealt it.
No, but yeah, there's definitely some serious stuff going on right now.
Damn.
It's another day at work, huh?
Uh-huh. But it feels different, interestingly enough, right? So it is another day at work, but it definitely feels different. And talking to a lot of my coworkers, they say this one feels different too. And for me, for sure, it does feel different. Yeah, we live this like cops, right? They breathe it every day, and it's a big deal in terms of what's going on. But we have a lot of people that are in the military that work at my company, and they're telling me that they were getting PTSD from, and I'm like, really? Just a cyber attack is bringing back like memories and feelings of getting shot at? And they're like, yeah, because it feels like it's wartime right now. So it's definitely pretty serious stuff going on right now. Yeah, I mean, you guys are listening, so I'll just keep talking then. What's his name? President-elect Biden, right? He goes on the news and he goes cyber attacks and all this stuff, and it's true, right? When you hear government officials start talking about these things, then it's pretty serious stuff, right? So I can't talk too much about it. Still sequestered, so to speak, by my company, especially since this is all like active attack. But I mean, the things that were made public is basically critical infrastructure. And then when I look at the attacks, and I can say this is public, it's an attack against the world, right? Because this type of attack can pretty much affect any company. But when you really look at it, those people and companies that were impacted, they were mainly US. So it wasn't just, not to downplay it, right? But it definitely was an attack against the US, in my opinion. So we'll see.
Damn.
You think they're trying to get the access codes for the wall?
The Antarctica one?
Yeah, the ice wall. That's what I'm talking
Ice wall.
about.
Mm.
The ice wall in
Trying to get to the other
Antarctica.
side.
Yeah. No, but definitely some stuff going on, and I just told everyone like the last podcast, right? Just make sure you guys do your part and lock down all your stuff with MFA, right? So anyway, not to start preaching again, but yeah,
Hey,
that's all we can do.
would you guys rather go to North Pole or South Pole first? What do you think is an
Santa
easier
on?
climb
What's
for
the
a wall?
difference? Oh, for the
Wait,
wall?
Yeah.
Wait,
What do you think is an easier
one?
climb?
Which one's Santa's at?
North Pole?
North Pole, right? Yeah, I go that one.
Nah, that's the more mysterious pole.
No, you gotta go north, dude. Come on.
There's too many mysteries up there. I think you got to go south.
It's
I mean,
not
what-
as easy when
Nah,
it's
north.
not as easier for you to die when you go north than it is when you go south.
What's a longer flight? I want to take the shorter flight.
Yeah,
North
it's
Pole.
called North.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the North Pole.
So many people actually die going to the South Pole though. So meanwhile, people fly over the North Pole on a regular basis.
Right.
Interesting. Interesting. It's
I
like
had
there's
this thing-
beefed up security in the South Pole for some reason. Interesting.
A flight to the North Pole, according to Google, it's $555 round trip.
That's it.
The fuck? Why have I been going to Hawaii?
Alright.
But it's the North Pole in Alaska.
Oh,
Wait, wait a minute.
the actual North Pole.
Oh,
Did you guys
Close
follow?
enough.
There was like a glacier that broke off, and it was
Alright,
supposed
right,
to like wipe out this island.
Really?
Oh. And then I think it was about to hit it, and then it just fell apart or something. And everyone's like, "Oh, cool."
I guess that's one good reason that the glaciers are melting, right?
Right? What?
I mean,
Yeah. Go ahead.
there's more people living in the northern hemispheres than there are in the southern hemisphere. There's not as much land under there, so that's why
That's
no
what I'm
one
saying.
flies past the South Pole or over the South Pole to get anywhere.
They're hiding something down there.
Seals.
Navy.
Navy? Oh man.
If they train
So,
down there, I'd be impressed. Like more so than I am now.
Do you think they're training actual SEALs down there?
Russia might be. Who knows?
It's like, all right, listen up, you twerps.
Why would
Just-
Russia be in the South Pole?
It's more convenient.
That's an
It's funny that-
stupid.
we joke about it, but every once in a while we'll find like submarines from Russia, right? Like in the Great Lakes near New York. Like this is pretty recent news.
Yeah. Do you know how like if you go far enough south or north, you go south, right?
Here we go.
So generally speaking, then there is no North and South Pole. There's just poles.
Well, the Earth is flat, so how can you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I'm gonna go to the West Pole. Climb that wall.
You mean Japan?
I wonder what's on the other side of the world. You know, the world's flat. What's on the bottom side?
Like what's on the bottom side? China. That's why if you dig down, you go to China.
True, true, true.
Speaking of poles, you know that every like what, I think a couple thousand years the poles reverse.
Mhm.
So the
That's
south
magnetic
pole
poles, right?
Magnetic.
Yeah.
I mean that's what our North Pole and South Poles are based off of, right?
Yeah.
Magnetic poles. But like every what 1,000 years, 2,000 years, or something ridiculous, like 8,000 years or something.
It's longer than that, but yeah, it flips. Yeah.
hasn't the North Pole shifted like a couple degrees? Is that like the
No way.
actual center?
Earth rotates on a different axis than the
Yeah.
actual pole, magnetic and
That's deep, man.
magnetic pole.
It's every 200 to 300,000 years.
Yeah, more than
We good, guys. We good.
So when's the next one?
Yeah. When was the last one? That's what we need to know.
I'm reading the article that says the Earth's magnetic poles are overdue for a switch.
Oof.
Oh, man.
Oh, so there's another article that says the last magnetic pole flip saw 22,000 years of weirdness.
Oh, that explains. And maybe they switched recently.
Is that when Portland was founded?
Let's see what happens. No one even knows.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, a crazy disease appears out of nowhere. and
Records of these
random place.
transitions exist in several forms. Several bits of the mineral.
I see what you did there,
magnetite-
Sam.
Let's see. Lavas and the sea floors all change, and they're just flowing all weird and
Oh, shit.
They flip. The seafloor is lava, and lava is sand.
people will die. That's for sure.
Our toilets were gonna flush the other way. Like
What?
You're
Australia.
gonna flush it, and it just throws the shit at you.
At the precise
The
moment they
vortex-
flip.
What if
Yeah,
it
the
gets
vortex
sucked
flippers
down,
is-
straight down, without any swirl? It goes
all of a sudden your turbo engines don't work.
The turbo's gonna be spinning the other way.
Yeah, the turbine.
Gravity is a magnetic force, right?
Mhm.
How would that affect us, like walking or standing?
It wouldn't.
We just flip and just go the other way.
Yeah, we'd be in Australia.
We'd be on our heads.
Walking with our
Just
hands.
handstand.
You know what's crazy though is if the poles did flip, right? I would think that your weight would change too. Doing that time frame when
Do I get lighter or heavier?
I don't know.
I think it depends on how close you are to each pole.
Okay.
That would make sense, right?
I don't think anybody's lived through that process to know. So.
Not that we know of.
Not that- yeah,
Documented.
exactly.
That's
Not
what
that
they're
we
hiding
know.
at the wall.
Maybe that's why the dinosaurs died. Who knows?
That's what we're just trying to get, the access code to flip the poles.
Get it?
Facts.
It'll be doom for all of us.
I am going to space. See you guys.
10:30, Grandpa. What are you doing?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
let's go ahead and end this.
since this will be the last podcast of the year,
Oh yeah,
you
yeah.
guys
it
want to do
will.
like, you guys want to do like one? What's one recap of 2020 for you guys?
COVID.
COVID.
COVID,
COVID.
Lockdown.
Yeah.
masks.
It was all right.
Yeah.
RS6.
Are you gonna get one?
No, not a bag.
Let me know if you're gonna get one. I'll sell one to you.
Thanks.
Thanks for the heads up, dude.
I don't know. I feel like 2020 has been, despite all the hardships and stuff, I think it's been pretty good for personal growth for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Which is, I think it was needed for a lot of us. So
2020 was a boss year. Boss
what does
level.
that mean? Oh, I see.
It's a boss level.
Yeah,
I mean, if you survive 2020, I mean, you can survive a lot for sure.
yeah.
Definitely
Mm.
put a strain on.
Despite of all the crazy things that's happened in the world, like for the most part, a lot of people that we know have definitely had a good opportunities given to them, or good opportunities come up in 2020 that
Yep.
better their lives, right? So it's definitely a good and bad thing.
Yeah.
Well, the earth healed, right? So that's good.
Yeah. Well, it healed for like the first couple months, and then it just went back to normal again.
Normal.
It makes me think of a science fiction story where everyone lives in pods and like your only access to the outside world is in your screen, right?
Oh, like Wally.
And it makes me question whether, like how our activities are gonna, how we're gonna get used to this new era after COVID.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Okay.
jarring.
If we're gonna
I think
It's gonna be a
will.
real
If we're gonna get
test
back to normalcy.
humanity.
Yeah.
I
think
guys, I gotta head out. My shit's about to die.
All right. I
All
think
right.
Later.
Red,
later, man.
Later.
Yeah.
Later, y'all.
The world in general will become more efficient, and that'll be good. I mean, that'll be a good outcome of it. And efficiency is measured in different ways, right? Like, do you telecommute anymore? Do you go ahead and drive to work, right? Do you need to go to the doctor anymore? Just go see them on the webcam, right? These were things that we're really doing in person. So I don't know, man. I think hopefully it will change, but we'll see, because at the end of the day, it's about if we get used to it. Like, so the longer this becomes normal for us, the more we'll get used to it and accept it. And then, future generations are gonna be like, they won't ask like, why am I going to the classroom right now? Like, I remember 2020 when I learned all this cool stuff from Zoom meetings, right? So I don't know. I think time will tell, so to speak.
Should ask Wayne for his learning experience from 2020.
Yeah, Wayne.
What has he learned in 2020?
What you learn, Wayne?
Nothing.
No? You didn't learn anything?
No. I have no social interaction with other people.
Is that different from your normal life? I feel like for me, it wasn't that
No, well,
severe of a change.
the chances went lower. Like they were already pretty low to begin with, and then with COVID and everything, it just gotten lower and lower until like nothing. So
Define social interaction. What specifically what you're referring to?
That'll be on
Yeah.
the next podcast.
A great way to start January, a new year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hopefully later on I can tell you guys more about the cyber attacks and give you guys some better stories. But definitely real deal. Got to handle it.
did you find Kelly?
She's got to find me.
Okay.
She might find me. Hey, we need help. We're getting attacked too much. Been recruiting and prepping you for the last 25 years. 19 years actually, not 25.
We need your expertise, Dennis.
Oh no. Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll wrap it there. Thank you guys for joining us for this episode of Last Call Garage. I hope you enjoyed having all these people talk at once. Go ahead and give us a subscribe on YouTube, follow on all our social media, and a 5 out of 5 on Apple or Spotify, wherever you listen. And leave us a good review. If you have any criticisms or topic suggestions, just go ahead and email it to us, lastcallgarage.com or lastcallgarage@gmail.com rather.
Yeah.
And hope you have a good, happy holidays and good rest of your year. See you next year.
See you guys.
See you guys.
Bye.